Hello everyone, I'm Astrayos, and just letting you know of an update. As of recently, you already know I haven't been posting any videos for an excessively long time. The reason why that is actually because I've been working on 3 massive projects for this channel. These projects is I am planning and, actually working on organizing all of my astrology notes, which is from over 300 something books. So it's going to take me a while. I'm being optimistic about it. I want to finish it by the end of the year. However, realistically, it's most likely somewhere within maybe 2 to 3 years. However, within these astrology notes and all that, as I'm organizing them, I'm going to be using this as a general format or guide in terms of how to do various things in terms of astrology, whether you want to investigate something or you may want to learn the basics all the way to intermediate advanced. And not gonna lie, I've studied a whole lot of different fields and specializations in astrology, so you will see some crazy things, from things like radio astrology, which as you probably could guess, you're analyzing radio frequencies and so forth with radio astronomy tools, and you're applying astrological interpretations to that. There's also other versions and things I'm probably going to go in greater detail in future videos or so. Chaos theory astrology, which that's chaos theory, so it gets complex real fast. There's other versions of astrology and stuff like that where I'll be showing you how to be doing some statistical testing of astrology from basics to heavily advanced. Lastly, I also have a new tool, which I'm hoping to show you in the future at some point, called Sirius. Now, Sirius is a heavily advanced astrological software. This has some cool features, such as it's able to do statistical testing in the span of minutes to even hours, which honestly, I'm going to be doing some excessive amount of testing. So what I am planning to do is redo all the Magi Society's research and tests, mostly because I want to see, when I add in some new celestial bodies into the testing, I want to see and know what truly means what, and if there's any additional points that may have been left out. So my second project is creating a series of skeletons tests, of statistical tests to be precise, and these will be chi-square comparisons, Monte Carlo simulations, premonition testing, G-tests, Z-tests, T-distribution tests, ANOVAs, and regressional tests. Obviously, this is for astrology purposes, so in the event if you do not have access to Sirius because it is expensive, you will be able to actually at least catch up in some ways with a manual testing procedure. Knowing that there is some tests that Sirius is not able to do that I personally will have to do manually. Lastly, since I'm talking about this, so originally I had a sample size of roughly 9,000 charts. Now, because of Sirius being included into my software and tech and all that, I have roughly 80,000 charts, just above, if not close to it. So yeah, I have a lot of charts, so I should be able to be more precise and accurate with my testing. And as I mentioned, it should probably take me hours once I identified what charts and so forth would be needed for my tests. Also, speaking of the charts and so forth, I'm also creating a database that I'm hopefully be done with at some point. This will include all the charts I originally had, and I'll be slowly adding into the charts that are available in Sirius, although from my understanding most of it is from the astrological data bank. So depending on what charts is not in the astrological database, I'd probably be throwing them into the database. Also, with these tests, I'm making a very complex series of filters for a variety of different things and events and so forth. So hopefully it's very precise, accurate, and reliable, to the point that I should be able to come up with many predictions without much of an issue. So far, I'll be testing things in relations to musics and songs, and tracking every single business entity if they had a stock. If so, what was its first trade date? I'm also including stock symbols. Is the stock still active? If not, when did it close? And of course, the reasoning for that. For something like music or songs, it'll be arranged by artists, featured artists, song name, albums, and so forth. And of course, things like when the song released or when was the album released, if it was remastered, what genres, subgenres, the track duration, beats per minute, harmonics, and of course I'll be making one for plays and musicals, and of course one for people, movies and videos, and also of course video games. And so far for that, I'll be using Steam since it has most of the information that I'll be looking for in testing. And of course events and so forth, and businesses, books, you name it. Overall, I want this to be well-rounded with a huge variety of themes and categories so that I may also find any additional keywords or some new meanings that may be of use for someone. So that is pretty much it. Yeah, I'm well aware that is a lot of information at once. Lastly, I am attempting to at least give you a monthly update with all my videos, at least of the progress, and hopefully get back into adding new videos for a variety of streamers in chronicle order of how I was releasing their birth charts last year. Since I did a lot of them, I most likely be doing them like once a week or so. But if you're also interested in learning some things of astrology or want to see something, let's say like current events, like what are key components to various things, recent events for your favorite content creators or actors, politicians, whatever the case may be. There is also one thing I do want to mention. Not gonna lie, obviously researching is taking a lot of money and also taking a lot of time, so I may not be able to fully update everything as quickly or react quickly as possible. However, I do intend at some point perhaps making a Patreon or something where maybe you could get access to this information, findings and tests earlier. If not, you can probably contribute in terms of like, what should I test next? Like if you all have a particular demand, perhaps I could probably whip up like a voting process where all of you have your say in. But of course, I'm currently just thinking about it. Cannot promise if anything will fully come through of that, at least just yet. However, if you do like this video, click that like button. If not, click dislike, and hope all of you have a wonderful day and or night. Till then, see you soon. Bye.